The Utthāna Sutta, the wake-up call, extended protocol. May you hear the bell before the tower falls. May your sleep be transformed into vigilance. May the arrow of suffering be the very thing that pins your focus to the truth, and may you rise with the strength of 1,000 suns to cross the flood of the world. Uṭṭhahatha Nisiddhatha, Ko'atto Supitena vo, Aturasmi hika vide, Cūḷavagga rupato. Translation. Rise up, sit up. What is the use of your sleeping? For those afflicted by disease, pierced by the arrow of suffering, what sleep can there be? Phase 1. The dopamine coma, Supitena. Think of the digital trance in 2026. You sit on your couch, resting from a long day by scrolling through feeds. You feel heavy, sluggish, and vaguely anxious. The Buddha calls this Supitena, sleeping, slumber. He isn't just talking about biological sleep. He's talking about the trance of being a consumer. He asks, what is the use of this? In the simulation, we are trained to believe that doing nothing is recovery. But the Buddha points out that while you sleep, the avasa, cravings, are still working. You are currently Cūḷavagga, pierced by a thorn. The thorn of comparison, the thorn of not enough, and the thorn of mortality. If you had a literal arrow in your chest, you wouldn't be checking your notifications. You would be rising up to save your life. Phase 2. The Arrow Diagnostics, Cūḷavagga. The Buddha uses the metaphor of a person pierced by an arrow. This is a system diagnostic. The physical arrow, aging, sickness, and the inevitable hardware failure. The mental arrow, the sting of desire that never lets you feel truly satisfied. Most of us try to sleep off the pain. We use entertainment, food, or distraction as a local anesthetic. But the Buddha says the arrow is still there, poisoning the blood. Utthāna, initiative, is the act of standing up and saying, I will not sleep until this thorn is pulled out. It is the transition from a patient to a practitioner. Phase 3. The King of Death Surveillance. The story. This sutta was given to a group of monks who had become lazy. They thought they had made it because they had food and shelter. The Buddha appeared like a lightning bolt to remind them that Raja, the King of Death, is always observing. Death doesn't care about your retirement plan or your weekend off. He sees the pamata, the heedless, as easy prey. Just as a massive flood, Oho, sweeps away a village while the people are dreaming, time is currently sweeping you toward the end of your current hardware. The Buddha's urgency isn't about fear, it's about efficiency. If you have 20% battery left, you don't waste it on apps you don't need. You use it to find the charger. Phase 4. The Kana opportunity, the moment. The Buddha warns that those who miss the moment, kanatita, will grieve. In 2026, the moment is this exact second where your mind is clear enough to understand these words. The high-resolution moment. You have a human body, a working brain, and access to the Dhamma. The glitch. We assume this moment is permanent. The Utthāna Sutta tells us to train ourselves for the sake of peace. This means utilizing the Ātāpino heedfulness protocol. Don't let the cyber static of the world tell you that you have plenty of time. The thoroughbred horse moves at the shadow of the whip. The wise practitioner moves at the first thought of mortality. Phase 5. The Sita breakthrough, crossing the web. The final verses urge us to cross over the Sita, the sticky web attachment, of the world. Imagine a spider web made of gold and neon lights. That is the modern world. It's beautiful, but it's designed to keep you stuck. To cross it, you need Ātāpino, burning intensity. You have to generate heat through meditation and virtue until the glue of the world no longer sticks to you. The Buddha's final command is a call to action. Be strenuous. Break the fetters of laziness and self-doubt. The peace you are looking for isn't at the end of a long sleep. It's at the end of a long awakening.